Those of you on Zoom, can you hear me fine? Okay. Let's see who's here first. Maybe I should say, let's see who's not here. Clayton, Kayla, Mason, Jay Leanne is going to be a little bit late. So Marco present. Hayden, Logan is excused. Jackson is on Zoom. Logan, Savannah, Hammock, Dakota, David. Oh, he's excused actually. Dawson here. Nate's here. Moberly on Zoom. Lauren, Moran, excused. Steve, Carter, Carter Perry, Randall here. Jared is excused. Shorty, Bryson is excused today. Come on. Noah, Kylie, Clayton, Sharon is excused. Blake's here, and Savannah Wilson is excused. Okay. All right. On Blackboard, I posted, let me take that to the top so that you don't have to work hard to get to it. On February 26th lecture, the file we had last time, Black-Scholes with Greeks, because we're going to keep working on that. Let's have Savannah Hammock marked as present. You should see this one. Let me make it slightly bigger. We calculated the Greeks for delta as what happens to value of the option contract itself, which means 100 shares, when the underlying price moves by 1 cent. Same thing with gamma. Gamma is the change in delta itself. Theta is how much value does the option contract lose as 1 day passes. Vega is what happens to the value of the option contract when volatility itself changes by 1 basis points. Charm is decay in delta over time, and lambda is the implied leverage. One of the good things about this is if you're running an option book, we can actually figure out a way to hedge ourselves, because a lot of the times your clients are asking for an option and market may not be that deep, so you end up selling them the option, but that means you're carrying the risk of the option. If the option finishes deep in the money, let's say call option, If it finishes deep in the money and you had no shares, and you basically have to sell them those shares at a very cheap price. And since you didn't have any, you have to buy it in the market at an expensive price. That's one side of the risk. The other side of the risk, anticipating that you're going to have to give them the shares, you actually go ahead and buy those shares now. But if the option finishes out of the money, then you didn't have to have them in the first place. That means you can lose money. The proper way to do it, at least to start, to be what we call delta neutral. So if you sold, let me use an option that is a little bit more uh, close term. Let me go to Robinhood. Let's see. Okay, not that. That's the shares. I mean, I did this for covered call purposes, but or covered put purposes. I sold a 29 put on the stock AI. The name of the company is C3 AI. I guess C3PO was taken. They couldn't pick it. They paid me $3.18, I think, or no, $3.05. But I have to, if it finishes below 29, I have to buy it at $29. Again, this is what I call the covered secured put strategy. I was willing to buy AI at $29, and they basically paid me $3.05 for something I was willing to do anyway. We will talk about those strategies starting Wednesday. But let's say I was running a book and I sold my client this option. Let's first figure out, let's see, what's the implied volatility on this? I don't think that's it, but close of the market was 26.15. Strike price 29. This is maturing this Friday. You're going to get to that. Let's leave that at 5. And this is the put option. Okay. And market price on close was 385. This is somewhat in the money option, not somewhat, quite a bit in the money option. And let's put that, and let's get the implied volatility from there. Okay, 180. Okay. One of the reasons that number is so high, AI has financials coming up this Wednesday. Typically, before financials are up, for options that are almost right after, that expire almost right after the financials coming out, volatility is pretty big. If you looked at the same number for March 8th, it's not going to be that big. Let's see.